Another day, another interesting thingy. Oh, okay. Alright, set that to YouTube. Alright, so hopefully everyone is doing very well. That's actually my macadamia nut bag from Amazon by YouPick. Oh, that's what it's saying, YouPick. Because I don't even get to see it, but there's an R after the K. It's a little blurry because I can't keep my hand still. Like someone actually registered a trademark for the word YouPick. Like it's funny what people will. I better actually close this in case I knock the bag over and it can spill everything all over the place. So I have my halal cart. I'm very well fed. I'm not quite ready to get back to work, but I got a lot of high value coding tutorials in, and I still want to do more because right now I am up to Fireball use script. I'm up to video number 83 out of 149. So this Fireball portion is going to basically form the foundation of a lot of projectile based attacks in Seditionist Crypto Royale. So you know, I've been taking good notes about it. And the thing is, of course it's not tailored towards multiplayer, these tutorials, but I mean basically all I have to really do is just set the replication to true, and I think more or less I'm alright. That's just a matter of hooking up all the pawn owners and damage dealers and all that other stuff. So yeah, so I mean we'll get into this, but yeah, Shiba Inu is literally just killing everything and everyone. Like at this point, this thing's going to the moon. I mean, if anything, what we actually want, look at this 24-hour volume. What we might actually want, because I honestly hold a crap. I would actually say that Shiba Inu is now currently probably one of my best performing coins, both in terms of percentage and overall value, because it's gone up so freaking much, and I had so much of it. Obviously, I'm not telling you how much, but I calculated it. If Shiba Inu goes up enough, and it's pretty reasonable that it could, I actually become a multi-millionaire with Shiba Inu alone. That doesn't include all my other holdings, which is just... So you know what? If that happens, I will totally forgive myself for not getting into Dogecoin when, you know, this thing was fractions of a penny and became what it is now. So, and if anything, Shiba Inu is already on its way to overtaking Dogecoin. Wait, what? Okay, I scratched that. Shiba Inu is now worth as much as Dogecoin. It's official. I have to actually tweet this out. It's official. Market cap of Shiba Inu is now about the same as Dogecoin. I do like that they also now include the number of searches. Crazy times. Alright, so I gotta put this on my Gab. Hold on. So yeah, it's pretty nutty. So let's see if Google has released data for this week. This is insane. How can the search interest for crypto go down? Oh, you know what? Right now, crypto is actually on a downturn. So that's probably why this is actually tanking. This is actually very good for us. The longer the normies hold off, the better it is for the rest of us. I also keep forgetting to check $100 trillion USDs. I keep forgetting to just call them Plan B. Yeah. So because the markets are down in crypto, and we'll take a look at the markets in just a second, because I know they've been kind of struggling this week. So yeah, so people are like, yeah, you know what, it's all over. Let's just do something else, right? And then people are moving away. So this is very, very bullish for us. This gives us more time to profit, which I like. I still would prefer that crypto just goes up though, but I mean, you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Here's how Microsoft may spend $130 billion in cash. Yeah, one of these days Microsoft needs to buy out a portion of my company. Are you taking profit in shit? Hell no, man. Are you insane? I'm holding all of my clowns until the bitter end, right? Until I think the bull market is actually over. We're nowhere near that point yet. All right, it's not even December yet. We'll have to see how November goes because I thought this week was going to be like a good week again. All right, we'll finish October strong, but the whales have decided to just simply dump this week, which is fine by me. Not only is everyone dumping, right? Because 24-hour volume is 177 billion. This is unusually high. Everyone is jumping into Shiba Inu, right? I bought the dip in Shiba Inu when this thing was at 650 satoshis of a dollar. Now it's like 15 times the original amount of money. Now it's 16, right? Because it just went up again. So I mean, I'm literally killing it in Shiba Inu. I actually logged into my Hotbit account and I looked at it. I was like, holy cow, dude! Holy cow! That's all I'm gonna say, right? It's been a long time since I've had a lot of money, right? And I mean like a lot of effing money. Of course, as I already know from prior experience, right? Trading markets for like billions of years now. Lucky for all of you. What's basically going to happen is once crypto turns around and then goes back up, I actually fully expect Shiba Inu to take a massive hit, right? Because all the money that's flowing into Shiba now is going to be the same amount of money that's going to flow out of it just as quick, but hopefully not as bad. But you know what? I'm enjoying it. I'm just enjoying it. You think Dogecoin will be back? Yeah, Dogecoin will come back when cryptocurrencies come back. Because right now there's just selling across the board. The whales are dumping everything they've got. And they're going into the dollar, they're going into Shiba Inu. For what purpose? I don't know. But it is the end of October, and I think possibly the end of the quarter for a lot of companies. So they kind of need cash on hand, or they need to fix up their books or accounting books or something. So this dumb shit always happens. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Could decentralized crypto cloud be a picture of Trump? So that's why I'm interested in reading this. Trump got deplatformed. Could a decentralized crypto cloud save him? Technically it should, but ultimately the answer is actually no. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Well, let's see what the idiots on Yahoo are saying. Anytime the internet storage hosted, you can see Trump. Yeah, the reason why the problem with decentralization is big corporations who are obviously working together, right? That's why we're in this. That's why we live in the tyrannical world that we live in. They will never put their shit on a decentralized web. And now that I've been following trade, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. I follow more trademarks for Cryptarch today. All right, taking that like I spent $2,680 or $60, right, filing worldwide trademarks for Cryptarch. So why would I be willing to do something like that, right? Why would anyone be willing to do that? It's because I know that this is a centralized system, so that like if I need to cancel somebody for like infringing my trademarks, I can do it. I cannot do that on a decentralized platform. So part of the problem is if you want to actually build a brand, you want to build a lot of money and have safety and stuff, you cannot actually do that on a decentralized platform. So because you can't censor anyone. So yeah, I mean that's kind of like the problem. So now with that being said, is decentralization useless? No, of course not. It still acts as some kind of check. That's why cryptocurrencies are still important. It acts as a check. But that's all it is. It's a check. It's not a total alternative, right? I mean, on top of that, we're run by a government where everyone's deliberately trying to screw everybody over. Yeah, the reason why, I'm not surprised Coinbase is down because even my wallets are actually lagging. They're not because there's so much activity right now on the blockchains everywhere. Binance chain is down a lot. I cannot retrieve the data on my wallets because it's lagging that badly. Coinbase is down, as you said. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum's down. Yeah, because right now everyone is literally going crazy with the transactions, and they're all just dumping. It's pretty nutty. I mean, it'll eventually work itself out, but holy cow, look at that red, man. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. Riot, Mara, Beto. They're all getting eviscerated up the ass. It's actually pretty funny. Dollar is actually slightly down too. All right, so markets are slightly down. No big surprise. Precious metals are okay. Crude oil is pulling back, like Greg Rayner said it was supposed to happen. Okay, we know Bitcoin is down big. All right, let's take a look at the bonds. All right, this is good. Long-term bonds are being bought up, or they're unchanged, or slightly being sold. But for the most part, yeah, this is very good. The Manarino index is probably very stable right now. Remember Dogecoin? Okay, yeah, so Shiba Inu, 25-year-old needs $7 grand a month from her side hustle while working a full-time job. Here's how. This is going to be so funny if this says she has an OnlyFans. A marketing coordinator at a dental office. So she learned sales and marketing. Ah, so she did like makeup stuff. 5 clients a week making $7,200 a month. Oh, that's good. All right, and then they have the standard bullshit. Have a business plan. What will your plan be in 5 years? Oh, the most destructive, retarded bullshit ever perpetuated upon the people. Okay, nothing new in the chat. All right, so Bitcoin is below 59 grand or at 59 grand. Oh yeah, we have to actually take a look at this. This is not updated for today, unfortunately. But we are getting pretty close. We're already basically at the second blue line. Obviously, the ideal would be a bottom blue line here, and then this RSI at least returning to 0. So once today's RSI is updated, we probably won't know until tomorrow. I'm hoping maybe RSI will be like down here or something. It's gonna be a lot steeper than that because this was a steep sell-off. We went from 65, 66 grand to like 59.59 grand. It's like this is very extreme. Okay. What does the Manarino index say? 89.1. Yeah. Risk is actually literally dropping today. So this is actually very, very bullish for us. Yeah, look at that. Now it's at 178.4 billion for 24-hour volume. I mean, I'm so glad that I bought $2 grand worth of Shiba, and I bought it when it was at 4,100 satoshis of $1. So basically, I almost doubled my money on that. But obviously, I hold way more Shiba than that. I'm not gonna tell you how or how much, but I got a effing lot. A lot of effing lot. It's gonna suck when this shit goes downhill, but oh yeah, I actually figured out. Oh yeah, you weren't here yesterday, Low Roller, but I don't know if you watched the replay, but I actually spent half of the stream yesterday coming up with some new terms because Bryson Gray's new single, Let's Go Brand, got banned on YouTube, so I decided I had to change the nationalist faction in my game. But I figured out the alternative. The good guy side, quote unquote, is going to be called the Cryptocurrencies Insurgency, or the Insurgents, right? So it's basically rebels. And the Empire is going to be called, because I didn't actually like the original trademark term that I came up with, so I decided to call the Imperials the Imperium of Christ. I actually like that because it is about Christians fighting against Bible thumper Christians, and they're accusing each other of being like not the real Christianity. So, because obviously certain things I just will not talk about at all on my show, mostly because of, well, yeah, sensitivity, but mostly because of censorship, right? Let's be honest here. So certain things just won't be talked about. But I still wanted it to be like a Christian-based show, and then also criticizing certain types of Christianity, because I'm beginning to figure out why people don't want to be conservatives and Christians, and that'll be like another central theme of like the show. I don't even know if that's the right word. But yeah, and on top of that, I already have the trademarks in place, and I'm using generic terms, right? Like the exception of Cryptark, obviously. And I'm totally okay with it. So, I've already changed it in my game, right? So next patch we'll start using the new terms. And then I'll probably, I'll write, the cryptocurrency, the description for it, like when the time comes, like they're a loose coalition of like nationalistic, countries or whatever, and which is important because, the Imperials need to use that as a weapon against, them, right? Play off of each other. So I'm very, very happy about that. This is getting crazy. 350,000 followers in October. For all new followers, show you my 3 articles and listen to one of 2 recent interviews. Yeah, What? What? Okay. Interesting. One of 2 recent interviews. Freedom of movement rights. Okay, so at least Spain is doing something correct. That's funny. I'm in Uganda and it's giving me Barcelona, which I assume soccer. Liquidate all the leverage longs. Step 2 skyrocket. Big market players, small traders, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. We are busted. Yep. Yeah, see, told you. Yep, told you. All whale manipulation and profit taking. Taking your profits. For me, I'm very happy holding real crypto and Shiba Inu is sitting very pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because you see that little candle dip here, right? I hope it's still open. Of course it's not open. Because if we go back here, look, you see this thin red line, this candle wick or stick or whatever? That's the longs getting like liquidated, and then it goes back up because obviously the whales short selling it to fuck everybody over is obviously covering their positions. All right, because they only want to short it temporarily just to screw everybody over. So I need the URL for this. Let's go back to Chrome. Okay, we're back here. Money Party is ready for another pounding. This is wonderful. What do we got here? Scott Melker. He's verified on Twitter. Wow, he's got a lot of followers. Yeah, see? Yeah, Florida has the lowest rate of COVID now. Yeah, and the fake news terrorist media is obviously trying to lie about it. Quote of the day. Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, that's literally all I see. Damn. Read his 3 articles. What 3 articles? Oh, these 3 articles. Modeling Bitcoin with scarcity. Efficient market hypothesis theory. Bitcoin. Oh boy. This actually looks very important. Okay. Well, we already watched one of his interviews, so. Oh my god. Okay, so. 8-minute read, 7-minute read. We're seeing scarce as I thought experiment. Remember there was a base on the scarcest goal to find properties. Boring, gray in color, not a good conductor of electricity, and not very strong, not used for any practical or ornamental purpose, and one special medical property. Can be transported over a communications channel. Dictionary defines scarcity as Nick Saba, the more detailed, unforgeable costliness. What do antiques, time, and gold have in common? They are costly due to either their original cost or their improbability of their history, and it's difficult to spoof this costliness. There are problems of all the precious metals and collectibles have an forgeable scarcity due to the costliness of their creation. This once provided money, the value of which was largely dependent on any trusted third party, but you can't pay online with metal. This would be very nice if there was a protocol whereby unforgeably costly bits could be created online with minimal dependence on trusted third parties, and then securely stored, transferred, and assayed with similar minimal trust. Bitcoin has unforgeable because it has a lot of electricity costs to make new Bitcoin, and obviously you cannot fake it. This high stock to flow ratio of gold makes it commodity with the lowest. Okay, and watch this. Oh god, this is starting to sound like my old economics classes. Oh boy, those were the times. I'm just clicking my mighty party. Scarcity can be quantified by stock to flow. Stock divided by flow. Stock is the size of the existing stockpile reserves. Flow is the yearly production. Instead of stock to flow, people use supply growth rate. Flow divided by stock. Note that stock to flow equals 1 divided by supply growth rate. Let's look at some stock to flow numbers. 62, 22, 1.1, 0.4. Gold has the highest SF at 62. It takes 62 years of production to get the current gold stock. Silver is second with 22. This high stock to flow makes them monetary goods. That'll explain why platinum and palladium is fucking dog shit. Yeah, because look at the stock to flow on these two clowns. And in EverQuest, and everybody copied EverQuest, platinum was worth more than gold. Here it's the complete opposite. It's hilarious. Okay, Bitcoin currently has a stock of 17.5 million supply coins. Blah 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 blah. Okay, supply coin, new Bitcoin created every new block every 10 minutes. The subsidy is okay. What's this orange line? Percent monetary inflation, orange. Total Bitcoins are in blue. Okay. So the inflation is going down. The hypothesis in this study is that scarcity as measured by stock to flow directly drives value. A look at the table above confirms that market values tend to be higher when stock to flow is higher. Next step is to collect data and make a statistical model. I counted Bitcoin, the 11 data points. Bitcoin price. The problem is I just don't want to read through the whole thing, and then we'll never get out of here. And then plus, I don't want to be talking for like the next hour because I was almost losing my voice yesterday. What is wrong with this fucking account? It's like this stupid game alternates between which account gets rigged. Right, for wins and losses, and it's so fucking frustrating. Well, actually, maybe my thing has worn out. I already have data points for gold. Okay. Alright, gold, Bitcoin scarcity, it makes it valuable. Excuse me. Stock to flow is 25. 10-day stock to flow, 463 stock to flow. I still don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know if this is going to be updated for today's, for the past couple days yet. Months until halving. Yeah, see, I mean, Bitcoin just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier here. Fitting a linear regression in the data confirms what can be seen with the naked eye, particularly sooner between stock to flow and market value. Of course, our factor also impact price regulation. However, the dominant factor seems to be scarcity divided by stock to flow. Bitcoin and gold and silver are also in line with stock to flow model of Bitcoin. That's actually insane. That gives extra confidence to the model. Now at the peak of the bull market in December 2017, Bitcoin's stock to flow was 22, and Bitcoin market value was 230 billion, very close to silver. Because halvings have such a big impact on stock to flow, I put months until the next halving as a color overlay in the chart. Dark blue is the halving month and red is just after the halving. Next halving is May 2020. Current stock to flow. Yeah, he wrote this article in 2019. The predicted value for Bitcoin after May 2020 halving is 1 trillion, which is correct. Yeah. He's on point. That's with after today's like shellacking too, or this week's shellacking. Where are all the money needed for this $1 trillion market? My answer is silver, gold countries with negative interest rate, Japan and US soon. Countries with what the hell? Okay. Oh, this must be. Oh yeah, this is the top highlight. I didn't know you could highlight in this in this clown show. Let me see. Yeah, no wonder. Hold on, I gotta manage my mighty party. My fucking retards have run out of boost. That's why I'm losing. Okay. Now we should be winning. Gold, silver, and countries with negative interest rates, including us. Countries with predatory governments, of course. Billionaires and millionaires hedging against quantitative easing, and institutional investors discovering the best performing asset of the last 10 years. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't mention central banking, but that's really what it is. It's central banking. So as long as as long as we see the Federal Reserve doing this shit, right, spiking the balance sheet, Bitcoin will always just keep going up. After the year 2040, when Bitcoin's final halving is done with, then we'll have to see what happens. I think it'll just be. I don't know. Actually, I think the stock to flow. Actually, what does happen when there's no more halving? Oh, I guess we'll worry about it in 2040, but I know there's a mathematical formula you could use. Formula, of course, is different parameters, but the result is the same. After making a halving. Yeah, he predicted this shit. Holy cow. Yeah. Bitcoin after more than 55 grand. Yeah. God, can you imagine what the 2025, 2024 Bitcoin bull run is going to be? My God, the stock to flow on Bitcoin on that is like 800 grand to $1 million. Yeah, I'll definitely be a decamillionaire at that point. Yeah, I'm actually going to eventually become a billionaire off of Bitcoin. I won't be the fastest, but it's basically guaranteed as long as this keeps happening. Apply a Bitcoin model price based on the SF block and actual Bitcoin price over time, and the number of blocks as a color overlay. Note the goodness of fit, especially the almost immediate price adjustment after, okay. Power laws and fractals. Also is that there's an indication of a power law relationship. The linear regression function in, God, LN market value equals 3.3 times linear regression stock to flow plus 14.6. What the fuck? The possibility of power law in the, okay. A power law is a relative change in one quantity gives rise to a proportional relative change in the other quantity, independent of the initial size of the quantities. Every halving, Bitcoin's stock to flow doubles, the market value increases 10x. This is a constant factor. Oh, well, that's good. So if I make like $1 million, then according to this, I should be able to make $10 million the next time around. Yeah. Yeah, become my own central bank. Literally. Power laws are interesting because they reveal an underlying regularity in the properties of seemingly random complex systems. Complex systems usually have properties where changes between phenomena at different scales. Because the first scarce, blah, 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 gold and silver, totally different. Yeah, okay. So what's this one? Okay. Well, I have to admit, wow, this fucking account is still losing like an idiot. Like, how are you still fucking losing here? Wow, this fucking game is rigging every fucking thing. Efficient market value, Bitcoin stock flow. Okay. January 17th, 2020. It's been well received. And it's alright to share my point of view on this, and What's EMH? Well, we probably don't need this. Oh, efficient market hypothesis. Yeah, this is actually required learning the EMH. The problem is I was always like, it's like half and half. Like you have a market full of retards, but the problem is the market is actually pretty efficient. Like usually if there's an inconsistency, that means you can take advantage of it and make a lot of money. All it takes is one person to figure it out, and it's gonna go. That market efficiency will work itself out very easily. What is fucking wrong with this fucking game? With this fucking shit account? It's like they're still fucking losing. What the hell? Hold on, I gotta manage my stupid fucking G-word fucking idiot game. It's based on idea of Frederick Hayek. EMH is formally described by Eugene, whatever. Weak EMH cannot be used to make profit. Technical analysis, time series, semi-strong. Hold on. What the fuck is the level of this fucking game? Semi-strong, public news outlets, okay. Described by Eugene and comes in 3 flamers. Okay. Do not work. Wait. Historical price data is already priced in and cannot be used to make profits. Technical analysis and time series analysis does not work. Semi-strong EMH. Public news from media outlets like MSNBC, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal. The research companies is already priced in, cannot be used to make profits. Fundamental analysis does not work. Strong EMH. Even inside information cannot be used to make a profit because all information is already priced in. However, they reject strong EMH. That's an interesting, it's actually an interesting concept. Inside information cannot be used to make profit. But I think we do that. But I think that does happen because that's why we have a law against that. Not that we're enforcing that anymore. Most investors and economists agree that modern financial markets are reasonably efficient. Following EMH, 2SF, okay, risk and return. To be honest, I never have used EMH directly in my 20 years experience as an institutional investor and a multi-billion euro balance sheet. In practice, we assume EMH and we use a risk and return model. Some people argue that Bitcoin markets are not efficient, but I do not agree. In the old days, you could buy Bitcoin at one exchange in American bucks and sell it shortly after for Euro or Japan, convert back to USD at a profit. Arbitrage was possible. Those days are now gone. Oh, this fucking G-word game stopped being fucking G-word. Perhaps there's still some money to be made with big computers, fast communication lines, and of course, this fucking game keeps going fucking first every fucking game. What the fuck? It's really fucking pissing me off here. Fast communication, but there are no easy arbitrage opportunities. We can safely assume that 150 billion market cap with 10 billion value is regionally efficient. Risk and return model. How long is this article? Oh man, we're gonna be here all day. And not only am I getting angry about my stupid Mighty Party because I want to manage that stupid shit game. Oh my god. Let me actually just show you what the freaking problem is here. Let me see. Let me just show you the stupid problem with this fucking retarded ass shit game. Oh great. I'm about to try to do this. Alright. 7 extra attack. This fucking game is so fucking stupid in G-word. Fucking rigged fucking asshole game every fucking game. And I keep getting the same fucking opponents over and fucking over again. Yeah, now after 50 fucking losses in a row and the fucking computer going first every fucking turn, it finally lets me go first. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna have to take a detour, so I don't really feel like reading so much anyway. This fucking retarded game. It's like, it's so fucking easy to win, and this fucking shit game keeps deliberately fucking me over in the ass. Let's see. So how fucking hard is it for this fucking stupid AI to fucking do this? Fucking stupid asshole game. So let me just do this real quick. Fuck. And of course, they still get to go first. They go first like 50 times in a row, and I get to go first one fucking time. Alright, I'll just use this idiot. Lovely. Alright. And of course, it tries to be as incredibly fucking G-word as humanly fucking possible here. Yeah, fucking course. Okay. Alright. Should be able to get our ultra super attacks for a bit. Alright, I gotta wait a little bit here. Stupid animations. This is a simplified risk and return model without correlation or exotic math. Risk. Max annual loss. Oh, your rate of return is on the left side. 1% Bitcoin plus 99% cash. Huh. How are you still for... Oh, because this stupid fuck's here. Alright. This fucking game is so fucking annoying. And even when I'm about to win, the fucking asshole AI drags out the fucking game for as long as fucking humanly possible. It's so fucking annoying. You know what? I'm gonna just kill this guy. Yeah, this fucking character has literally just not been able to fucking move ever. It's so annoying. See, the reason why I don't want to quit this game is, aside from the fact, how does he? The computer is now fucking cheating. He just you can't play the same card twice in a row like that. This fucking rigged piece of shit game. And the reason why is every time he gets attacked, he freezes everybody that's a ranged attacker. This fucking piece of this fucking game is so rigged. I fucking hate it. And the reason why I don't quit is because I was supposed to try to use this as like a test of my faith. Which I'm not sure if is working too well. Alright, let's see if the fucking computer can possibly fuck this up. Because I got to go first again. Alright, well, let's keep reading in the meantime. Let's see, are you still rigging this fucking game? Alright, well, he's down to 29 HP and it's only turn 2, so not too bad. Yeah, so that's a win. It's like fucking stupid piece of shit game. Because what it'll do is there's a clearly good move, and it'll deliberately take that move and do it and deploy the units in like the most retarded spot possible to minimize the value. That's what the fucking AI does, and it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking stupid. I don't even know how the hell you would even work this one. I guess we would just do this. Oh, this is just great. Yeah, this is wonderful. Another rigged fucking match. But it did at least let me win a couple matches, I guess. All right, key insight is that returns can be explained by risk alone, consistent with EMH. If you counter an asset above the line, a first reaction could be that of the great investment. Better reaction. Okay. If an investor calculates that risks are lower than the market prices in, and if he exactly knows why the asset is above the line, then and only then should he decide to invest. Excuse me. Here are a list of some possible risks. Bitcoin dies, not going to happen. Risk of governments making Bitcoin illegal and prosecuting developers. Prosecuting developers is a very low risk, but making Bitcoin illegal, this used to be a kind of actual risk, but now it's actually decreasing over time. Because it's like trying to ban a book, right? So, of course I lose this fucking game. And he's down to 61 fucking hit points. Yeah, what a fucking surprise. Let's see. Oh, this fucking stupid game actually did the right fucking thing for fucking once. Risk of fatal software bugs. I did lose the little game that we were looking at, but what can you expect when everything's rigged? Risk of exchange hacks, risk of 51% attacked by centralized miners, risk of miner deaths, spiral after halving, risk of hard forks. From EMH and risk of turning, all these should be in the price range. Okay, these risks have been overestimated by the market, and that Bitcoin really was a great investment opportunity in line with stock to flow. Let's look at the derivative market to tell us about the future. Option markets show no spike. You know, at the rate that I actually can fucking win my stupid 6 chests for the next 2 hours, because that's all it takes. Oh my god. Yeah, this fucking stupid computer literally does not know the right fucking move. It's so annoying. Actually, I'm gonna risk it one more time. Does the computer know what to do here? Yeah, they don't do the right thing. Yeah, the computer AI is literally retarded. Yeah. Let's see, this took me 10 minutes. No, it took me way longer than 10 minutes. This took me like 15, 20 minutes, I think. 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Stupid fucking game. Alright, well, I finally got my stupid chests for the time being. Alright, let's probably finish this article. Well, I mean, we're kind of already... Oh, man. I do want to read the next one. Fatal software bugs, also very low. Exchange hacks is always a thing. 51% of attacks also have decreased in risk, especially now that China kicked everyone out. Miner death spiral after halving. Hard forks are not a big deal, even though they happen all the time. Because any idiot can copy and paste in hard fork, but you have to put in the development cost and the marketing. Like like that just doesn't happen, right? Now that I'm making my own game and also marketing the music video, right? The United States Overworld theme, right? You know, that cost a lot of money, time, and effort and dedication, right? Most people, like, 1 out of 1,000,000 people might do what I do. Or 1 out of 100,000 if they're like halfway decent. Those are still astronomical odds. Right? And you have to keep doing it over and over again. So even if you are that 1 out of 1,000,000 person, are you going to keep doing it day in, day out, year after year? In fact, I increased my marketing budget on YouTube from $5 a day to $6 a day. Because I was actually getting a warning that said, hey, we're not showing your ad as much, but, you know, pay us more money and you'll get even more traffic because it's that popular. They actually recommended $22 a day, which I'm not going to do. All right, that you know, like maybe when I consider moving when I'm in Florida, you know, we'll reevaluate. And that's for one video. What if I have like 3 more videos, right? Because I'm planning to create more music. I'm gonna have to spend $6 a day on each of them too. It adds up to a lot of money, man. Risk of miner death, spiral after halving. This could occur after 2040 because that's when Bitcoin stops halving. Then it's totally up to the transaction fee totals that are generated by the Bitcoin network. and stock to flow basically stops. Like it just goes up linearly afterwards. Risk of hard forks. Should we price it? You are not in the data. Coin. It seems that you are all overestimated. Oh, right. Option markets show no spike at or after next halving. What does that mean? Futures markets slightly higher prices in the future, but no spike at or after halving, indicating nothing special will happen at the halving. Yeah, because the special part about the halving occurs like at least about a year after the halving event. It overestimated risk the last 11 years. The efficient Bitcoin market not only discounts the fundamental value of scarcity, but also these risks. Question of the day: why do you think Bitcoin price will go down? Futures, manipulations, minor capitulation. Bitcoin future is the biggest risk. Yeah, probably would paper Bitcoin spoofing and wash trades. I mean, this is actually a pretty big deal. Like that's what they did to gold and silver. The problem with gold and silver is almost nobody uses it in everyday use, right? But everyone does use Bitcoin in everyday use, just like the dollar. He doesn't. So Plan B doesn't think minor capitulation is a big risk, but 15% of investors think it is. Yeah, because you're always going to need someone to mine Bitcoin. If hash rate does not decrease after next halving, the risk of minor capitulation disappears. Bitcoin will rise because the risk is gone. Because easy arbitrage are not possible. Historical, but Bitcoin was not in line with it, but very much in line with it. Because that big R&D and reasonably efficient. Okay. Cross-asset model. This is probably the most important one, but I kind of don't really feel like reading any of this shit. Where are we at? 46 minutes. Yeah, these streams are getting longer and longer. Well, that's because this is the boring, hardcore research and time investment that you make so you could, become a multimillionaire. So that's what we do. Okay. Okay, the original. Okay. First, I was going to kind of these phase right because it introduces a new way of thinking about Bitcoin and stock to flow. It explains why stock to flow cross asset model is important. It's okay. I put it on 2x speed anyways. Yeah. Oh, so I must sound funny when I'm cursing at Mighty Party, and then you're playing that at 2x. I'm kind of curious how funny that is. Probably make like a clip meme about it. Second, I will describe the stock to flow 2x model and how it works and what the results mean. Phase transitions. Speaking of which, the one thing I would love YouTube to have is like a 5 or 10 or 15 second rewind and move forward function. I really wish YouTube would add that. They have everything else except that, which I'm guessing is they did that on purpose because I guess that would screw up their algorithm. Should I buy Shiba? I got 9 spare bucks, or is it going to pull back? Well, you should 100% buy Shiba Inu, especially as part of your portfolio, because my Shiba Inu holdings were like 5, 10, 15% at most of my portfolio, and I don't want to say how much value it is. But because Shiba Inu has gone up like 10, 15, 20x or whatever, because I've been buying at various dips in Shiba, now like half of my wealth, as a rough estimate, maybe 30, maybe 40% of my wealth right now is now freaking Shiba alone, right? It dwarfs all my other crypto holdings, which is insane. Now, with that being said, yeah, it's totally going to pull back. In fact, you came in late, right? So yeah, I said that Shiba Inu is probably going to pull back when everything else in the crypto markets goes back up. Right now, the markets are dying in crypto. So all that money is flowing into Shiba as like a safety bet. But once the safety bet is no longer needed and Bitcoin's back up to like 65 grand, 70 grand and all-time new highs, there's a very strong possibility that Shiba will go down. With that being said, there's so much momentum for Shiba, it might just keep going up or will just stay flat. In fact, it just occurred to me, can we actually look at the RSI for Shiba? Because so far it has not generated an RSI for us. Oh, finally we got an RSI. Okay, so according to this, Shiba was as high as 8,800 today, and it pulled back by 50%. The red line here is so disconnected from the blue line, but the problem is these lines are just they're too new and short. We don't have anything to work with. And you can ignore the technicals here. This thing is always lagging behind. A strong buy today becomes a strong sell in like 12 hours. Like, so this technical indicator is like completely worthless. It's really more for like the ego, makes you feel better, which is completely satanic, and we don't want Satan to be, you know, making our investment decisions. That's like the worst thing you can do. All right, so at least the RSI is finally released on this TradingView site. The problem is this is just still too little info to go with. But yeah, I mean, based on what limited info that we have, this thing is way beyond this blue line. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting a pullback. It's probably going to be a pretty nasty pullback too, because look how much it went up. But for now, I mean, everyone's still dumping crypto and buying Shiba. So when that's over, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I didn't buy in Shiba because I was lazy and didn't put $9 into my debit card. I think you mean debit card. Yeah, well, I mean, you missed out. Luckily, it's just $9, so who cares? But you know, when I tell people I buy something, I already bought it. So that's when you have to make your decision then. For each day that you don't do something, that's one extra day that you just get fucked in the ass, right? Without Vaseline or without your consent. Remember, this is all, because remember, like, I hate to quote Robert Kiyosaki because I used to be a huge Robert Kiyosaki fan, read all his stupid books. But his rich dad was right about one thing. Your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. Right? What you buy is ultimately what makes you rich. Because if you buy something that's valuable and it keeps making you money, well, guess what? Now you need to find something else that you can buy that will also keep doing the same thing. And then before you know it, you got more and more assets making more and more and more money. And then you don't have to do anything because your assets do all the hard work and heavy lifting of your life. Right? And then you just sit at home all day playing video games or whatever it is you do for fun. Well, it's better I spent $9 learning this lesson rather than later. That is true, yeah. Because imagine if you're 65 years old and then learning what I'm teaching you now, and then you wasted 65 years of your life, like a lot of people that call into the Jesse Lee Peterson show. Yeah. So that's another reason why I want to keep working on my video game, because I can tell that I can have a positive impact on young people's lives, right? Because as far as I know, I'm the only one that's teaching any of this crap. And while some people will not listen to me, right, all other people will, and that'll make our lives a little easier, you know. Yeah, because it's kind of crazy. Like, I think they said 87% of people in the Netherlands are vaccinated, or no, they've had at least one vaccine shot. That's mind-boggling to me. Even here in America, it's like a lot lower, right? But again, that's just what happens with, you know. Because people just believe everything. I gotta be careful with, because I don't want YouTube to ban this shit, you know. But people, people just simply blindly listen to whoever, right? They don't, they don't take time to think about what they're doing, right? Well, obviously we're an exception, of course, but that's the thing. We're the exception. We're not the rule. But yeah, would now be a time to buy Shiba? I mean, right now, if it were me, I wouldn't do it, right? But on the other hand, I could very well be wrong. Because the thing is, I already knew this was going to happen. I knew Shiba was going to pop off. So I already bought at like 4,100 satoshis of the dollar, right? That was like a couple days ago, like literally 2 days ago, I think. I spent $2,000 and I put all that into SHIB, and I'm earning a little bit of interest on that via SHIB interest. In fact, DeFi Shiba Pool. In fact, their site's been open for a while. Okay, use Shiba Swap. Yeah, okay, so they have, yeah, this is the site. It's Shiba Swap. Total value locked, yeah, you can see it, 401.18 million. So So these guys have a kind of a weird little thing. They have 3 different Shiba type of coins. Obviously, the only one I care about is Sheeb. I think it's under Berry, which is this one. You can't see because my stupid camera's... No, this gives you... What? Okay, this is Bone. What about Woof? When you deposit or draw... Okay, this is the liquidity pool. Okay, so... Okay, can I just stake Shiba? Is it this one? No. Tell you Shiba, this is just a swap function, so this doesn't help. Every Shiba Inu needs to check their stash. No. I don't understand how this coin is worth so much. Their site is just like retardedly annoying to use. This is the NFT section. Okay, so I don't think they have an actual Shiba Inu pool. You have to either buy bones, and I think these bones give you back Shiba, or you can create a liquidity pair with Shiba Inu and combine with either bone, which is right now worth 41.7 million with an APR of 72%. That's actually pretty good for an Ethereum-based blockchain. Or you can do Shiba Inu with wrapped Ethereum. I think that's what WETH is, because that's the symbol for Ethereum. Yeah, this is wrapped Ethereum. Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, who am I to question these guys? They obviously know what they're doing, so. But yeah, you can wait for a pullback or buy it now. I mean, to be honest, it's just up to you. For me, I don't have to worry about that because I already bought it. So now I'm reaping the benefits. Even if it's temporary, because I'm actually not selling. So it doesn't actually matter if it goes up or down. I just prefer that it goes up, obviously. But yeah, I already also did my analysis of Shiba. Like, I'm basically thinking that when it hits, I think 100,000 satoshis of $1, so that's 0.001. The market cap of this is somewhere around $500 billion, like around 500-600 billion. There's no way Shiba can go anywhere beyond that. That also is just ridiculous. Shiba is not worth that much, and I think based on this circulating supply, I think CoinMarketCap and everywhere else has already accounted for all the Shiba Inu coins that were burned. Because there was 1 quadrillion Shiba coins, and now there's 394.796 billion coins. Basically, 60% of the Shiba Inu supply is gone. All right, so this is the real supply. Pretty nutty, pretty nutty. Okay. But with that being said, you don't even have to buy Shiba. You want to buy something today, you can definitely buy any of these coins. Look, everything is down today. So right now it's a... What's the word? Buyer's market? But basically, if you're a buyer, you're very happy right now. Phase transitions are an important perspective in understanding stock to flow across asset. During phase transition, these get totally different product. Okay. Water, dollar, and Bitcoin. Okay. So water can be in solid, liquid, gaseous, or ionized form. That's actually considered a different state, ionized. The dollar can also transform. I'm just reading this real quick because I want this to go faster. So the dollar can go from gold coin to paper backed by gold to backed by nothing. Bitcoin narratives have changed over time. E-cash, proof of concept, censorship resistant eagle, cheap payment network, anonymous darknet currency, reserve currency for crypto. programmable shared database, uncorrelated financial asset. Yeah, this thing is changing a lot. More abrupt trying to improve after Bitcoin white paper payments after USC Eagle after gold rarity. Okay. Legal clarity in Japan, Australia futures markets at CME and BOCT. 3 examples of phase transition. Okay. The chart below shows the monthly Bitcoin stock to flow and price data points using the original stock to flow. One can visually identify 4 clusters. Jeez, what the hell? These 4 clusters can indeed indicate phase transitions. Quantifying these clusters can be done by minimizing distance between monthly beta. Future research can check it out. Alright, so for the first cluster, proof of concept, then the next one is payments, Eagle, financial asset. And we're already well beyond the $1 trillion mark. Each of the 4 identified Bitcoin clusters have a very different stock to flow market value combo that seems to be consistent with halvings and changing Bitcoin narratives. So you know what the next narrative is going to be? I'll read your comment in just a second. I bet in the future, let's say the next bull run, the emerging narrative for Bitcoin is it will replace the dollar as the reserve currency of the world. That's one of them. Or it will act as a hedge against a hyperinflated dollar. So it's kind of related. That's probably going to be the next narrative. And at that point, we're all going to... Basically, I'm going to be asking, you better invite me to your effing boat. Okay? That's how much money we're all going to have. You're right. There is just so many I don't know what to buy. Yeah, but you should be glad, because at least you have endless choices. Alright, it's going to be very hard for you to like screw this up. Alright? You know, imagine if you were like those, you know, Afghanistan refugees, like the day the Taliban took over and they were all like scrambling for the airport. I highly doubt they had any other options except to duct tape themselves to like the airplanes before they like fell out, unfortunately, to their deaths. So whenever you think you got it bad, just be grateful that you weren't stuck in Afghanistan when the Taliban took over. And then your choice was between, you know, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. How does JLP say it? Allahu Akbar, or taping yourself to an airplane. I don't know. I kind of don't really like either of those options. So, like water and U.S. dollar, these okay. With a phase transition perspective of Bitcoin Cloud is different. I can now add other assets like gold and silver to the model. This makes it a real cross-asset model for gold and okay. Yeah, this is actually the key to what he was using when he said thingy. Shit, what was he saying? When he said on October 2nd of this month that he thinks the Bitcoin bull run will last at least another 6 months. Because that's really what I need to know. That's the only thing I care to know. Proof of concept, silver, gold. Okay. 100 trillion. The chart shows a 4 quantified Bitcoin cluster. I use regression analysis to make the cross-asset model. Note that a big difference... Jesus. I can see why this guy used to be a institutional investor. They actually do use some crazy math. We never have to use this kind of math in computer programming. Thank God. Unless you're working for Epic Games, you're actually making the mathematical functions so that dumb programmers like me could use it. In that case, yeah, you probably are using this kind of crazy math. Oh my God. This translates into a Bitcoin price given 19 million Bitcoin in 2020 or 24 of 288 grand. Bitcoin price forecast is significantly higher than 55 grand in the original study. Please be aware that S2FX model is a first step that has not yet been replicated and reviewed by anyone. Although 6 observations is low, nevertheless high value the result of the... Red dot is the forecast. Okay. Stock to flow cross asset model formula is a perfect fit to the data. 99.7% R squared. I used to remember what the R squared means, but I think he's saying it's a 99.7% confidence interval. That's what it's called in statistical analysis, which basically means that you're nearly 100% sure that whatever you're saying here is correct, based on the math models that you've been looking at. Cross-asset model estimates the market value of the next Bitcoin phase cluster of 5.5 trillion. This translates into a Bitcoin price of 288 grand. Huh. Well, it's going to be worth more than that. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to read that. Yikes, that was some crazy... Actually, I gotta look at whatever this is. Yeah, it's not going to be 1 penny. Okay, you're not following. Yeah, you're a massive F word. All right, suspicious spam block. Yeah. I don't know what that is. He's got a really funny. This guy's got a really funny icon. I like it. I don't know what he's saying though. I'm thinking at most 100,000 satoshis of a dollar, which puts the market cap of Shiba around 500 to 600 billion at market peak before the great collapse. Yeah, this is impossible. There's no way this thing can go to 1 penny. That is just astronomically way too much. Now, obviously, if it did do that, that would be fantastic. But at that point, it's just going to be that's like if it hits 1 penny, that means the market capitalization of Shiba Inu within the next 6 months. Let's say it happens in 6 months. Is $5 to $6 trillion. That's you can begin to start comparing it to the actual GDP of the United States of America or China. Like, does that make any sense to anyone? Like, I don't think a lot of people will believe that. And if they did, yeah, they're going to lose all their money, and I'm going to short the hell out of everything for sure. It was a long wait, but worth it. We just bought the dip. 400 new Bitcoins. This is El Salvador, right? Emperador de El Salvador. Are you serious? Did he actually call himself the Emperor of El Salvador? To English. Okay, hold on. Unknown to English. He really did call himself the Emperor of El Salvador. That's fucking awesome. See, I wish Donald Trump would do something like that. He calls himself the president. He should have called himself the king or the emperor, God Emperor of, United States when he was president. That's hilarious. Oh, I read that. Okay, so, well, that was an interesting little reading educational stream, albeit it was a little dry. But, yeah. Let me claim my crap. But, hey, we're going to get really rich off of it, so yeah, I guess I can't really complain too much. Yeah, I don't understand why my idiot account just cannot beat these retards. What the freaking hell? Yeah. I don't know, it's been having a lot of trouble. Alright, anyway, because I'm trying to figure out, because I know the problem actually has to do with the AI of my squad, and the AI is not properly deploying anyone, which is very annoying. Alright, so let me think. Is there anything else? No, I think that's about it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's the halal cart still working its way down. Yeah, look at that. Look at that crazy spike, man. It's just straight up. Everything else is going straight down. It's funny. But yeah, that Shiba Inu pullback is going to be, because it will happen, and that pullback is going to be very devastating. I mean, shit, it could be tempting to actually dump my Shiba now and then try to trade the market. I mean, it could actually be worth it for me to do something like that, but I have a rule of just not doing that. Ah, my eyes. I really shouldn't be rubbing my eyes like this either. Which I have to admit, it is kind of tempting right now to do something like that. But that's the thing, like, it wouldn't even go down, like, oh man, let's take a look at this. My God, it's already broken 8,000 Satoshis. Well, actually, it's already been up a lot more today anyway. Yeah, it went to 8,600, it did a pullback. Oh wow, yeah. See, I was going to say that pullback is going to be huge, but in fact, the pullback has already happened. And now it's consolidating. Okay, maybe I was wrong. The pullback has actually already happened. It could still pull back some more, but to be honest, what would be really bullish would be to see Shiba Inu just flatline around 8 to 10,000 satoshis of a dollar, just stay there, while everything else in the market goes back up. Because if it does that, that would indicate that Shiba is really ready to, you know, do its little thing. So, oh, that's the other thing too. If I wanted to dump my Shiba today and try to trade this, I'll have to wait till tomorrow because there's a 24-hour redemption rule. Oh no, the way that Hotbit works is it's 2 days, T+1. So I have to wait 2 days before I can dump my Shiba. I mean, it's going to be too late by then, so I might as well just hold it. Besides, I kind of would just prefer to just keep collecting the Shiba Inu interest, right? Because that's really what I want. I want more Shiba, but I kind of don't want to pay for it. Let's go to investment. Because I think it's still 12% APY. Yeah. The Shiba T+1 DeFi farm is 12.14%. So let's say I had, you know, the minimum purchase is 10 million Shiba, but let's say I had 1 billion with a B Shiba coins. After 1 year, you would have 121.4 million Shiba coins. Now, however, this thing obviously compounds every single. Actually, no, it does not compound every single day. I forgot about that. There's no actual compounding. This is actually a flat APY. So if you want to compound, you have to manually recompound it. The problem is you need 10 million Shiba to do that with. So if you want to compound every single day, actually no, you can't because you can't. Oh yeah, because you have to withdraw everything. That's how Hotbit works. So you actually cannot compound every day. All right, well I guess you're stuck with this. You're stuck with this. Still, that's not bad. Right? Especially now that Shiba is actually now getting more and more expensive. Yeah, I would say not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Especially if you have like a ton of these. Can you imagine someone that bought Shiba and was like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny? Now they must be sitting pretty. Really, really pretty. Alright, let me see. Plan B got anything new? Nope. Alright, well, I'm definitely done for the day. In fact, Greg's probably already got his video out, so I want to listen to that off stream because this stream's already like gone on long enough. Yeah, an hour and 14 minutes. So tomorrow is Thursday. So we might see some stability tonight or tomorrow. I mean, it really just depends on what the rich people want to do. But it does look like if the whales have successfully destroyed the leveraged longs, then yeah, crypto will go back up because there's no point in dumping your crypto anymore. On top of that, it was bound to happen, right? Because we already know from the trading views thing here, the RSI in Bitcoin and crypto is just way too high anyway. All right. And of course, Shiba Inu is due for some kind of pullback. Yeah. But I mean, look, the RSI is still way above zero. It's still at like 3,000 to 3,600. I mean, the only good news is we finally broke down to around the second blue line, right? And then a good sign would be this bottom line, which of course means Bitcoin has to drop even further. Well, this would be 55,000, 56,000. But the RSI down here has to come down much further, which I think it will after today, because again, we have to wait for this data update so we can see what the red and blue lines new position is going to be. I'm hoping it should be. This was a pretty big drop. So I'm hoping it'll be, yeah, I guess 21, 23 up to like 3K, or really around the 2,000 mark. That's still not a lot. But it does give us more breathing room. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow after markets close, and I gotta get back to work. And yeah, Shiba Inu, man, that Shiba Inu coin. My God, that thing is. This thing is insane. This thing is insane. 1 month, but I mean, it already had a nice little pullback, so I don't know. I don't know what'll happen, but either way, whatever. It'll all work itself out. So I'm holding a lot of these. That's all that matters. All right, see you all.